What's up YouTube? It's Watch Face Wednesday. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Today we're taking a look at another watch face. This one is for your Wear OS devices and it's called Toor. And this is definitely a super cool watch face, and let's get into it right away. And also make sure to stay tuned because I do have a giveaway for this watch face. A special thank you to the developer. But let's get into Toor and see what it's all about. Just look how nice and clean this is. Every bit of shading is super perfect, super crisp, really nice. And if you take a look at the hour marker, let's see if we can show you that on camera. There's even a little shading behind that. So before we get into the settings, I do have 2 coupon codes to give away, and all you have to do to win is leave a thumbs up and comment below. And I'll announce the 2 winners randomly on May 9th, so definitely stay tuned if you're interested in winning this watch face. If not, don't wait for the coupon. I definitely recommend you pick it up right away. The link will be in the description below. Looking at the top, you have your seconds that contour to your round watch face, and they just click away very nicely and very smoothly. Right underneath the seconds, you have the weather with an icon showing you what the weather is. So right now it's 55 and raining. On the left and the right of this watch face, you have 2 customizable complications. Right in the middle, you have a very nice big number for your hour. Underneath the hour, you have your date, and then you have your minutes right underneath. You can also see there that the minutes that have passed and the minutes that are about to come are shaded out. Putting the watch into always on mode, this is what you're presented with. Again, a really nice and stylish always on mode. Really cool looking. I get a lot of compliments and a lot of people ask me what type of watch face this is. So really nice design. But looking at the watch settings, you have a few settings here. You can have a 12-hour time mode if you'd prefer. And then if you don't want to have the date displayed, you can always just turn that off. And that just makes it a little cleaner if you don't want to be reminded of what the date is. Turning off animations, if you pay attention to the top where the seconds are, you'll notice that the seconds no longer just glide into the next. It just pretty much stays constant. But I personally think that the animations look really cool. Just look at that. Seconds just glide along very nicely and smoothly. And that goes for the same in always on mode. So if you activate animations in always on mode, you can see that the seconds glide along nicely. But I think that uses too much battery life in my opinion for the always on mode. So I usually keep that off. Next, if you pay attention to the 6 right there, I have it shaded a little bit at the bottom. You can turn that off, and then the shading goes away, so it's a little brighter. But again, I think the shading works really well with this watch face, so I usually like to leave that in place. Let's put that there. In always on mode, you'll notice that you have the placeholders there for where the seconds are. If you want to get rid of that, you can just disable that like so, and it'll just make your watch face look a little cleaner in always on mode. And then next, if you don't want to show those complications, you can just get rid of those from the always on mode as well. And the same goes with the weather. Let's get rid of that. And the same goes with the date. Let's get rid of that. So if you want to make your always on mode super clean, this is what you're presented with. A really nice shaded out time with the minutes. Next, you have the option to change your colors, and you can change the colors in the active mode as well as in the always on mode. So there we go. If you want to make a yellow, I think that looks pretty cool too. You can also change the minute color. You can change the seconds color. So you can change just about every color here and really make this your own. If you want a black and yellow theme, go Steelers, you can do that as well. You can have a black and white. Basically, you can change any color here that you want. You can even change the glow around those complications. So take a look at that white glow that we have right now. And you can see I changed it to like a little reddish type of glow. So as I mentioned, you can change every color of this watch face, and that means that this is super customizable. And the same goes for the always on mode. If you want to change some of those colors, you can do so as well. Let's talk about those 2 complications there. If you choose to use the phone app, you're limited to the watch battery, phone battery steps, the weather temperature, or just a weather icon. But this being an Android Wear 1.0 device, you can have any complication that you want. So you'll see on my left complication there, I have one for my heart rate. All you have to do to add your own complication is go into the settings from your watch, choose external complications. After you click on text, you're presented with all the Wear 1.0 complications that you can choose. So for me, I went into Huawei Health and I chose heart rate, but you can choose calories. So you can add basically any complication that you want. But again, if you choose to use the app, you're only able to use a few of those complications. Moving away from the complications, what's also really unique about this watch face. So I have a different font there. This is called a military font. And you can change the font to basically anything that you have. So if we change it to a Bebas, this is what it looks like. Really, really cool. I'm definitely digging the ability to change the font. So even if you keep the color schemes the same, but you want to change things up, all you have to do is change up that font and it really makes it look like it's a new watch face. Definitely highly customizable. Really, really awesome. For steps, you can either have it record the steps from your phone or directly from your watch. And of course, you can connect it to Google Fit. Next, if you move to weather, you can either enable weather or disable weather. And of course, you can use Celsius if you want. And then what's also nice here, you have the ability to use a static location. So if you always want to be aware of the weather, say in your hometown while you're traveling, you can just set the weather for your hometown. That's been my review of Toor. I think it's highly, highly worth it. Definitely a super cool watch face. Very stealth looking, very dark night, very ninja looking. Very, very cool, and everything is just super well made, from the shading to the glow effects to everything about this watch. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. I really appreciate you watching, and this has been another watch face review. I'll talk to you guys next time.